The internet can totally see you now. To stop, use your encoder. That's reassuring. Alrighty then. Hello. I am doing a quick stream to test how it goes if I edit live. Something I was always planning on basically trying out. So, you know, this will be interesting. We'll see how it goes, eh? This is the current rage on Force Awakens. This is what it currently looks like. We got this much completed so far, and the whole thing is this long. That's the audio track. These are all the videos. How you doing, fellas and ladies? Of course, join Discord. I mean, I'm probably gonna do it solo today. You know, testing an editing stream. Yeah, it's an edit, all right. Yes. How are you editing with only your voice? Gonna keep that up because you can do anything when you're essentially an AI. Discord, join Discord, join Discord. I'm alright, dude. When will it be done? My guess is, looking at the calendar, this video will go out on the 16th, and then the critique series will start being released as of the 30th. So, right now I need a reaction from Ray. Oh, look at that. See about the whole ER criticism where she like acts by just keeping her face wide open? He can't truly be hands. She does a lot of that. It's horrible. Oh, come talk about communism. I mean, I was tempted, you know. I only said it several times, so I thought you wouldn't see it. Don't worry, the chat's not going super fast right now. I can see everyone's comments. Any advice for starting YouTubers? My advice is lame, man. It's just work hard. Because I did it for like a year and a half, and then people started to actually notice, and I was like, oh my god. I don't have any, like, I mean, there's loads of luck involved too, but, you know, I can't really tell you how to manufacture luck, right? That doesn't work. Deer in headlights. It's grade A acting. Could you follow me back on Twitter, sir? I'm not even sure who you actually are. The Discord link expired. Oh. Let me fix that. This thing updates, right? I guess you guys are gonna have to refresh the stream now if you want to get that link. I'll even post it for anybody who's currently here into the chat. We're pretty much on board with anybody joining at this point. The main chat is filled with insanity of the worst degree. I watched your entire Outlast series. Did you enjoy it? Or did you hate it? I think your Last Jedi critique hit all of the right marks. Oof. Who did the hilarious TFA video? I mean, there's probably a bunch of them, but I think ER's would probably be my favorite. Let's see how this looks. Then they start talking about how he can't truly be Han Solo, right? The rebellion general? The myth? Alright, let's drop it there. What would be a good visual for the myth? Maybe Ghost Obi-Wan? Something like that? Big fan, please notice me. Hello, Burning Fear? Burning Fear? Or probably just Burning Fire, I guess. Aren't you tired of no credential easily manipulated by the higher-up directors? Sure, but I mean, a lot of people are saying that, you know, Rian Johnson had most control that you're probably going to get with someone who's so, you know, inexperienced. I assume you saw the video by ER. Yes, and it was fantabulous. Appabend. I know that name. Isn't that Rags has a friend called Appabend? Are you friends with Rags? I've heard him say the name Appabend before, but I don't think we've met. Or we might have, I'm not sure. Moleception. Thoughts on Indiana Jones 5? That's not out yet, right? We shall see. It'll be wonderful, I'm sure. It's not like Harrison Ford phones in every single performance he does these days, because I'm pretty sure he's probably kind of done with acting, right? We were in the birthday stream. Ah, see, that was where I would guess. Memory is very spotty these days, you see. Rags is my favorite, that's how I found you. Fantastic. Discord is honestly trash. Near to no one uses it in the first place. I use it all the time. I like Discord, it's good shit. Unbridled Rage, Top Gun 2, can't wait, lol. Well, we shall see. Your accent gives me life. Why do you think The Dark Knight is regarded as the greatest comic book movie ever made, and do you think Ledger's Joker will ever be topped? I think you've answered the first part of your question with the second part. People love The Dark Knight because of Heath Ledger. Well, his Joker. There's a couple of things in that film I don't like. For example, Two-Face, I didn't think was very well handled. There's a couple of other inconsistencies story-wise, but he's such a good character that it like blows everything in terms of a possible flaw out, I think. I found Rags due to watching more. Hey! Your editing software reeks the 90s. How old is this? I think this came out like 2 years ago. That's the version I've got anyway. Alright, I need to have a visual here. So what is it? The myth, the legend, the myth. Is it like... Can anyone think of anything where someone's reading a book? One of the Star Wars films. When do they read books? I know they go to the library to look at stuff at one point. Who reads a book? Maybe we can do the scene with Ben and Luke.
He feared you might follow old Obi-Wan on some damn fool idealistic crusade like...
Old Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. That's what he says in it. Obi-Wan. Vegas Pro 14 is 2015. That's not bad, I guess. It's not the 90s. We can at least be assured of that. Because yeah, it would be bad. Alright, how well does this work? The myth, the... Let's get a little bit further forward. The myth, the legend, the what... Probably work that in for both of them, actually. The myth, the legend, the what the fuck you... I think I'm gonna have Boss Nass for
what
this.
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, we'll probably just fade it into Boss Nass. Legend The Dark Knight reminds me of Day-Lewis and Gangs of New York. Actor makes the whole film. I think I'd agree with that, actually. Remember that time I burnt your dad and left him dying? He was a good friend. I think I've talked about it in comment sections and stuff, but the only way that you can really justify that scene now is that he's kind of lying to Luke a little bit. Which is a little bit dodgy, to be honest, but it's kind of in line with his character, right? It's almost hypocritical that Finn hated the Canto-Bitians for profiting from the First Order when he himself used to work for the First Order. Well, I'm sure Finn would argue that it was against his will, you know. He wasn't there by choice, so it's all good. What does this even do? Solo? Han Solo? Yeah. That doesn't seem... I have no idea what that does. That'll go to show you guys, by the way, that I may put the effort in with clips and editing, but I really don't know how it works for the most part.
What the fuck are you talking...
Alright, this should look relatively funny.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Let's watch it as a whole.
The myth, the legend, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's like my favorite clip, using that shit. It's just my way of being like, this doesn't make any sense.
About Han, Luke.
Alright, now we need...
Han, Luke, Lando, and Leia.
Han, Luke, Lando, and Leia. Do I want to cop out and do the scene where they're all together, or find individual clips? They're probably going to run really fast, though. What am I editing? It is the Star Wars The Force Awakens Rage video. And, I'm going to try and deliberately not show you guys all the stuff I've already done, so you have something to see when I actually put the video out, because, otherwise, what will be the point of this, eh? But until then, we can... You know, you really like the prequels, don't you? I will make that clear, but yes, I do like it. It's fun stuff. Boss Nass is undeniably a charismatic character. Who's the best actor in the new trilogy? Probably, you know, Kylo, Adam Driver, probably. Aside from, I don't know if we count Mark Hamill, I guess. Spinning, that's a good trick. Wait, are you responding to certain YouTubers on why they like The Force Awakens? Probably not, actually. I don't see that happening with the movie ones, just because, I kind of like the Last Jedi critique. I kept it vague. I'll probably do it vaguely again, but The Force Awakens is relatively loved, so I'm not sure how I'm going to approach that one, actually. It will be interesting. It better be 4 hours long minimum. I imagine it will be. Alright, so...
You talking about Han, Luke, Lando, and Leia?
Han and Luke? Yeah, okay, I know where we can get Han and Luke from. This scene. Can we get something better that I haven't used yet? Someone just died outside my house, I think. Have you ever watched Thank You for Smoking? I have. Wasn't a fan of that film. Someone pitched it to me as a film that can show off argumentation, but it's kind of the opposite. It's filled with fallacies. No one likes fallacies. Alright, can we get a better shot of what I'm looking for? Oh, Jabba. He's such a cuddly creature. Does he look at Han when he does this? He does the nod that they make fun of in Family Guy that I actually kind of found funny. Jar Jar Patsy or just a pain? I mean, I don't know how you couldn't judge him as a pain. Do you enjoy all the prequel memes, Molo? Pretty much. Prequel memes are fantastic. Oh, we might have to go with individual shots here. Luke. Was Luke first? I hope he was. Let's find out. Couldn't fit this in the comment. Finn didn't want to be in the First Order, but he wasn't concerned about innocence on Canterbury either. Where the epoxy comes in. Oh, absolutely. He does a bit of that in The Force Awakens, to be fair. Finn is very inconsistent as a character. What he has going for him is that John Boyega is likable, is what I would probably argue. Yeah, go with the @Mauler sign, and I will try and get to anyone's comments. I try to want to split them up that way because I don't want to find myself reading the entire thing, you know. I actually do need to get some editing done, otherwise I'm never going to get videos out to you guys.
Han, Luke, Lando, Han, Luke.
Oh wait, Han is first?
Han, Luke.
Luke's going to go here. Also, how weird does it sound to hear the same thing over and over again? Makes me sound like an alien. If standards are great, doesn't that mean double standards are twice as good? Good point. Have you seen the Clone Wars? No. Okay.
Han, Luke, Lando.
Han. I'm starting to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Han, Luke.
Alright, what's a good shot of Han? Heroic shot of Han. Probably him shooting the gun at the control panel, which is like here-ish?
Control, situation normal. Thank you. How are you?
We're sending a squad up.
Perfect. Boring conversation anyway. Boom. Are you doing a long-form critique of Black Panther like you did The Last Jedi? Not for a while. My focus is going to be on Star Wars for now, but oh god. How's that for a spoiler for what's to come? I got plenty of jokes prepared in this video, no worries. Do I want him actually shooting? Probably not, I don't want it to be confusing.
Han, Luke. Han, Luke. Han, Luke, Land. Han, Luke.
That's good enough.
Han, Luke, Lando. Han, Luke, Lando.
Doesn't he look at Lando here? I could probably skip to that, actually.
Lando.
Lando. Oh, look at that.
Han, Luke, Lando, and Leia save. Lando and Leia save the Leia.
Alright, what's the best thing Leia does throughout her time in the trilogy in terms of
Leia save the galaxy?
The galaxy's savingness. Her killing Jabba? Or should I go for when she, like, laser blasts somebody on one of the speeder bikes? That's also another good choice, I would say. Oh goodness, I've already lost a whole page of people saying at me. I dislike John Boyega as a person, his character is bad. Fair enough. Did you watch Blade Runner 2049? I did, literally hours ago. What would J.J. Abrams need to do in order to rectify The Last Jedi? Ugh. I would recommend ignoring it completely. You should use the clip of Han shrugging on Endor. Ooh, we'll catch it. We'll grab it, Slurpee. I'm gonna do that right now, because I do like that clip. We'll figure out a place for it. But I wanted, like, heroic poses, you know? And it's when he tricks them all to come out of the bunker, right? So... that'll be around here-ish? Ooh, there it is.
Throw me another.
There we go. We will grab that. It'll be useful at some point, I swear to God. You never know when things are going to match what I'm saying. It's beautiful. What mic do you use? The AT2020. You're going to do a video about a movie you absolutely love? Sorry if I've already been asked that. I haven't in this stream yet, but yes. I will do one about a film I like. Use that shot of Ray's horse teeth as the thumbnail. Out of curiosity, are you planning to focus more on the film going forward, or do you plan to keep on sort of bouncing game and film? It's going to focus on film for a little bit now, but I still want to do games, and it's just because I'm catching up a little bit in terms of I only did games for a while when I wanted to do films as well. Will you watch the Clone Wars at some point? Probably not. Morley uses Vegas. I am once again vindicated. Wait, do you use Vegas as well? I'm still gonna call you shit. Because I always look at that last name. Daspo. Would you rather interview JJ or Johnson if you could sit? Oh, Johnson. Absolutely Johnson. Feel like I could get him to admit that there's problems. Everything is cancer, help. Yeah, sorry if I'm missing questions, obviously. It's just because I actually want to get some work done as well. What were we looking for? Oh wait, we just stolen Han Solo reaction, right? Did I put it in here? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So now we need Leia.
Leia
Ugh. What do I want to get her doing? Probably blasting the dude in the Ewok portion of this film. What a guess. Perfect. Like seriously, that was just a stab in the dark. Aside from the greenery of the Ewokiness. That's how I guessed. Okay guys, I'm a fraud. If there is Mrs. Mauler asking for my sister, there is not a current Mrs. Mauler. Or you know, there could be a second Mr. Mauler, my god. Good morning, Cadp Gamer, how you doing? Will you be talking about how Luke is the everyman, how Obi-Wan and Yoda are paragons whose arc is already finished? Those are good arguments against the Ray Sue apologist. I feel like I'm probably not going to mention the whole Mary Sue thing much, because it's over, that argument, you know? It's been talked about to death. And I'm getting the impression that everybody who agrees with it has already heard it, you know? Everybody who doesn't agree with it isn't going to change their mind, so I'll probably focus on other stuff, but I'll mention it, obviously.
Leia saved the galaxy.
I don't see how you wouldn't be able to.
Leia saved the galaxy.
Alright, what we'll do now as well is for Save the Galaxy, we'll have the Death Star blowing up. I feel like that makes the most sense. Here-ish? Here-ish?
Fleet, away from the Death Star!
Brr. We did it! You would love the Clone Wars, just avoid the first season. Hey man, I like Buffy, and there's probably no show that's more rough than season 1 of Buffy. So I'd be able to get through it. Promise. Let's push that there, and put that here. What video are you working on? The Force Awakens Rage video. Where'd you get all this footage from? I have all of these on my computer. Because I've got the entirety of Star Wars. I'm one of those people. I'm quite the fan. I feel like Force Awakens just needed to remove Starkiller and tweaks in terms of world building, and it would have been much better. Those would be two important fixes. I would say they have quite a sort of high effect on the enjoyment of it. Hello, Joseph Stalin. How are you? What other innocent films do you plan to mercilessly murder for amusement next? I was going to make a list and then do a poll to see what you guys would want to see, you know, talked about the most from me. I feel like that would be interesting.
Leia saved the galaxy 30 years ago. It's not ancient history. How?
Alright, what's a good visual for it's not ancient history? Is there anything in the Phantom Menace that would match that? I mean, being the first film, maybe it does. Something old. Is there a character that's particularly old? Maybe it's somebody, I mean, aside from Yoda. Why'd you like Buffy so much? The Passion of the Nerd is the channel to check out if you want to know why I love Buffy so much. He'll explain most of it, because he's not quite done yet, but he'll get there. Is it an Unbridled Rage or Critique part, a three-parter? It's going to be both, Petite. Both. Do you know about Warhammer 40k? I do not. Oh! That's a good... That's... Whoever... I don't know if you did that on purpose, but whoever just suggested Darth Plagueis the Wise made me think, like, oh, I could do the scene where he's explaining it to Anakin. This one. Does nobody else love this? Oh, he's brilliant. I don't know what part to have, though. I guess we could...
Not himself.
Not ancient history, we could have it there. It's ironic.
He could save others from death. Killed him in his sleep. Ironic.
Let's snatch this and see what we can do with it. The sacred texts! I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy. My ex-girlfriend made me watch Buffy all the way through every season. I know your pain. I like the other seasons. You think you're better than ER? I think ER is way funnier than me. But I think that, I don't know, I tend to spend more time with the script than ER does, which means most of the time I'm going to be more accurate to the scenes than he will be. But again, he's so much funnier than me. Thank you for putting in the autism necessary to make these giant videos on Star Wars. Beautiful. It's ironic. What's the biggest flaws of the OTS trilogy? Oof. I don't know. I'd have to really look at them with a critical eye.
It's not ancient history. How would Finn... It's not ancient history. It's not ancient history. How would...
That works, right?
It's not ancient history. How would... How would Finn...
I think that works good enough. And then there's sort of like an inner meme in there about Darth Plagueis the Wise. This is the greatest part of the third film, Darth Plagueis the Wise. Probably his head turn could be used for a part where you say, what do you think? I've actually already used it, that's why I'm trying to avoid using it, because I don't like to use the same clips too many times, let's put it that way. Oh my goodness, I love looking back on this, 'cause it's like all the pieces shoved together and then they start to blur together to one big grey blob. That means I've done well, right guys? But let's have a look at how this looks. What have we done today? This is literally just from here to there.
The myth...
Oh wait, it's from here, right?
Oh, then they start talking about how he can't truly be Han Solo, right? The rebellion general? The myth? The legend? The what the fuck are you talking about? Han, Luke, Lando, and Leia saved the galaxy 30 years ago. It's not ancient history. How would Finn not have been...
Yeah, I like that. It's a little bit laggy because of the streaming and everything, but it works well. Ironic looks like he's saying ancient history. I mean, the thing is, I say a bunch of words here, and I feel like it matches up a little bit better with his mouth. What do you think of ER's racism? As far as I know, he's not genuinely a racist, so... if he has racist jokes, you know, it really just depends on how much you get affected by those sorts of things, I suppose.
How would Finn not have been trained to hate this guy in the...
Oh, I know it's perfect for that. Gotta go to the weird, you know, Nazi speech moment in this film. Which is here.
Lies to
the galaxy.
God, he really got to blow it out on that sort of scene, didn't he? Domhnall Gleeson, he was like, blah, 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 blah. Will you ever review another game? If so, which one? Shadow of the Colossus and God of War 4 are the ones I want to do next. But we shall see. Oh, I don't know if he's still there, Amy, but I will reduce my desktop audio a little bit so I'm not louder than myself.
Oh, it's not ancient history.
I mean, it shouldn't really matter because I don't really talk if I'm hitting play, so... Hopefully that's alright. I just joined the stream, what are you editing? That would be The Force Awakens Rage. My grandfather was a legit Nazi, he saw this movie. Wow. What do you think of this scene?
How would Finn not have been trained to hate this guy in the First Order as propaganda? How could he possibly not have heard of him? They then
How could he possibly not have heard of him? Ooh, I know what we can do for this. The clip we already had. This one. How could he possibly not have heard of him? That should work, right?
How could he possibly not have heard of him?
Ooh. I seem to have made a mistake. You gotta tighten this stuff up, otherwise it looks all wrong. Thanks for the $3 Canadian. Do you know the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I mean, it's not really a story the Jedi would tell you. It's controversial. You laugh your ass off at the scene where Palpatine throws Mace Windu out of the window. I was just disappointed that Mace Windu didn't get to, you know, I would have preferred him just lose a fight to Anakin than have that happen, to be honest. Hello, Abella, how you doing? Lived in Russia, he was from the Netherlands and signed up with the SS. He said the scene was bullshit. I like it. I like that would be his reaction, because it was a little bit cartoonish for me when I saw it.
How could he possibly not have heard of him? They then ask for...
Oh, that's just perfect, right?
How could he possibly not have heard of him?
Oh, beautiful. Whoever told me to grab that clip, high five. Well, I highly recommend your review, or just have a chat about Pan's Labyrinth, or if you haven't watched it, highly recommend it. Oh, I've seen it, and I quite enjoyed it. It's a Guillermo del Toro film through and through. What editing software do you use? That would be Vegas Pro 14? I mean, got his name. I just remember the third part of his name, the shit guy. He knew which one it was, because apparently he uses the same one, so that makes sense.
They then ask for his help, and he seems completely unfazed as the...
My help? That's what he says. And it's... by here?
Guy we met back in the beginning of fucking...
Oh. Wrong one.
Guy we met back in the beginning of fucking episode 4.
Too much stress on the hyperdrive. Oh yeah, he says to boot him off, then he says, there you go, my help.
Guy we met back in the...
Excellent.
4. Seems completely unfazed.
Alright, completely unfazed should match up with him saying, my help? Alright, have you played Deus Ex? The original one, of course. I want to go through Deus Ex as a series. It's on my ever-growing list. You excited for Death Stranding? Not hugely. I'm not too into, I would assume that you'd be hyped for it if you were hyped for Kojima's work. Is that correct? I'll just wait to see what it's going to be about, I guess. I still use Vegas 13, but they look entirely similar, so... Yeah, like I said, this... Oh, this is 13, sorry. Vegas Pro 13.0, there you go. Gotta go, thanks Moore, keep up the good work. No problem, Chrissy. Can we gas Kathleen Kennedy? That is very rude, sir. After spending so much on their marketing talking about real sets and practical effects, Lucasfilm took the full-sized A-Wing they built for Last Jedi and digitally painted over all of it anyway. Oh. Well... There we are, I suppose. Fighting battle droids on Dantooine with his fists. Sounds interesting. You going to critique episode 7 based on what we know for episode 8, or independent? I'm going to do it based on what we know, because I feel like at least then I can offer something new. Because it's a little bit, you know, without that I feel like we're lacking a little bit in terms of being able to come up with a new, you know, a different idea in terms of what we can say about this content. Because everyone's covered this by now, you know. May I ask for your political standing? I'm just curious. I've been asked it before. I just... There's no word I would give. Not even centrist. I literally have left, right, and middle views on basically every topic. It just depends on the topic. And I'm always willing to talk them out. I just don't tend to like politics too much because it gets a little bit too toxic. Even though normal conversations about films get toxic as well. Look at my Black Panther comment section if you want to know more about that. You're a big guy. I would agree with that. Really like your videos, keep up the good work. Thank you, Etor. Very kind of you. What movie do you like that everyone else hates, or vice versa? I don't like Interstellar. I know everyone loves that. I'm not sure about a movie I like that everyone else hates. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Well, if it's on your backlog, then you should play first other games. The games are Ultima 4 and Underworld, Thief 1 and 2, System Shock 1 and 2. All of them are on the list. The list is horrifyingly huge. Least favorite Star Wars character. Probably Rey at this point. She just bores me. I find Jar Jar more, he'll keep me awake through annoying me. Use a clip of Luke's... Wait, I should stop answering questions. Okay, let's listen to this. They then ask for his help and he seems completely unfazed, as though he is the guy we met back... As though he is the guy we... As though he is phased, as though he is... As though he is... As though he is... As though he is the guy we... As though he is the guy we... As though he is the guy we met back in the beginning of fucking... Alright, let's go hunt down when we first meet Han in episode 4.
Millennium Falcon. Han Solo. I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon.
I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon. And this is my pet bear. You know, it's fun when the clips are easy to find in terms of like, oh, well, this makes sense, so this goes here. And then you'll have ones that are just like, what the fuck do I put here? It's horrifying. Jar Jar is the key to all of this. Have you heard of Firefly? I have watched it, and I have watched Serenity as well. Is this Star Wars review going to be the 9 hours long like the other one? It will eventually be long. I don't know how long. It'll be long. Stream Flag having the Cantina theme. It probably would be. I don't know how that works, really, in terms of how rough they are with that sort of thing. That's the thing, Jar of Pickles. Writing isn't bought, as far as I can tell. It's with love and care. No offense to Rian Johnson, I just don't see that he has that sort of thing going for him. I can't remember, but did you mention how Daisy Ridley revealed Rian Johnson has no plans as far as the sequel is concerned? I believe I put it at the end of this video, actually. I guess that explains why the is here. Rian Johnson didn't keep anything from the original draft that JJ provided him for episode 8. I guess that explains why the movie was so fucking awful. There you go. It's like the stinger, if you will, at the end. I know you guys would be uncomfortable if I never actually acknowledged that, because that's just so bad in terms of a thing that happened. I'm using Vegas Pro 13.0. When's this planned to release? Next Friday, because I've gotten through the majority of it in terms of I scripted it, which took ages, recorded and set up all the audio, which took ages, and I've got, as you can see, nearly half the visuals done, so I need a couple more days. As though he is the guy we met back in the beginning of fucking episode 4. He seems to have undone his development from the original trilogy. Or, he seems to have undone his development from the original trilogy. Or, I guess it was written out between episodes, but we didn't need to see that. I guess it was written out between episodes. Can anyone think of a clip where someone is sort of removing something from something? But viciously. Not like... Ooh, what about Yoda when he rips his lightsaber out of someone he's thrown it at? That might work. Problem is, I'm gonna have to find that clip. I think it happens by... They go to the temple, don't they? Oh, it was just before here-ish. Their attack on my life has left me scarred and deformed. Guys, our boss looks like a villain. It's horrifying. Use the scene in A New Hope when Han shoots a stormtrooper in the hallway, chases the rest, and turns around and runs back the other way, lol. I'll probably get around to that clip at some point. How much does Vegas Pro cost? A lot. But it was actually on Humble recently, or at least a different version of it for like $20, $30 or something. It was amazing. I'm using a dinky video editor that I'm unhappy with. I'd like to invest in something better. Do you recommend Vegas Pro? Yes, but the thing is, it's all I know at this point, so I'm biased. you know, take that with a grain of salt. A bit loud, isn't it? Doesn't he throw the lightsaber? Oh wait, he already did it. Here we go. How many people approve of that, right? Because there's this whole thing going around from the Plinkett sort of videos where it's like, Yoda shouldn't be running around with his lightsaber when, in the original trilogy, he said, war not make one great. I can't remember if I said this in the podcast or not, but I really do feel like that's not a contradiction and that he may have learnt it from the prequels because he, like, attacked Palpatine head-on and lost miserably, you know? Might have put him off the whole thing. Maybe Dooku force throwing Obi-Wan. That could work. Let's see how this one goes.
Or I guess it was written out between episodes, but... Or I guess it was written out between episodes, but...
Do you think that's smooth, guys?
Or I guess it was written out between episodes, but between episodes, but we didn't need to see. Or I guess it was written out between.
I think that's pretty good. We got to find a good slot for this then as well.
Between episodes.
Between episodes. Have you played Hollow Knight? Yes, I really like it. I need to finish it. Also, does it bother you that they refer to children as younglings instead of just children? I mean, it sounds like something Yoda would say, but it just seems odd when others say it. I always assumed it was just an excuse to not say children because they kill them at one point, which is really awkward to say, so they say killing younglings instead, which works a bit better. Between them. What is a good thing for between them? Maybe Anakin and Obi-Wan clashing in the 3rd episode? That's gonna be difficult to find. I think it's after that. Ooh. No, it's definitely after that. Definitely after that. They're like on the balcony or something, if I remember. They got like lava behind them and stuff. What I remember. Oh, we could do this for between them actually. These two. Do they have like a wide shot of this? We already used Yoda though, so I need to move on to someone else. Oh, have I gone too far? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh god, I gotta be careful, because I just want to listen to Duel of Fates right now. Damn you! Yeah, I thought they clashed before this. It's not killing children if you don't call them children. Exactly. You could ironically use the happy shot of Rey showing Han the circuit she ripped out. True! That could also work. Anakin in the factory in episode 2. You talking about when they like kiss? Because I could say that between them, right? Ooh, that's another good suggestion. When with the Senate in the middle of them laughing. It's perfect. I like that one actually. Oh. Oh. Ooh, that's close-ish.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the heat flow.
That's before this. Pip, 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 pip. And yeah, obviously, sorry if I don't get to everybody's comments and stuff. Like I said, this is an experiment anyway, to see how well it goes, to just sort of do my editing while I have you guys as company. So far, I'm enjoying it. I like these suggestions. Oh, we found the Senate.
Dark side will be
Dark side will be complete.
Alright, that should do it. You prefer Doom 1 or Doom 2016? Personally, Doom 2016. The thing is, I was never nostalgic for the original Doom. I think it's an awesome game. I just, I don't know. I didn't have much of a connection to it.
Between episodes, but we didn't.
Oh, that's so quick though, isn't it? Between episodes.
Between episodes. Or I guess it was written out between episodes, but...
Alright. Potential change of plan here, because that's so rushed. We'll go with the other person who suggested when Rey rips the thing out of the thing. I bypassed the whatever. I can't remember what she says. It was annoying.
What was... Hey!
Compressor, that's it, isn't it?
The droid we seek is aboard the droid we
3 different systems.
Yeah, there we go. Oh dear. The prequels have some of the best music in the franchise. Duel of Fates, Battle of Heroes. Agreed. Rewriting The Last Jedi. A bit after they're on the pipes, the lava explodes behind them. I mean, in the factory when Anakin is on the assembly line in between the giant razor blades. That would also be potentially good. I feel bad now because I'm going to get loads of suggestions and then pick one and everyone's going to be like, boo! Yeah, well, this fits.
Or I guess it was written out between episodes.
Ooh, I think that's going to work.
It was written out between episodes, but we didn't need to see that. Like, honestly, why the fuck we didn't need to see that?
Alright, we can tighten this up, actually. So first of all...
Or I guess it was written out between episodes, but we didn't need to see that.
We'll cut that all the way to Han's reaction immediately. That should work.
Or I guess it was written out between episodes, but we didn't need to see that. Like, honestly, why the fuck is Hans... Like, honestly, why the fuck is...
Like, honestly. Which edition of the OT are you using for footage? What would be able to prove that easily? Funnily enough, you know what'll give it away? Oh wait, is that Lando? Wrong film. Right film. Yeah, this'll give it away. As to which version I'm using. That. In the new one, they add a ring to it. Which actually annoyed a lot of people. I didn't really mind. But yeah, I'm using the originals. Have you used the I Am the Senate clip in your review? Love that line. I probably will in my prequel videos. Would you consider uploading this after stream is done? I'm still in the process of making another channel to do that for. Do it. I need to put that line in here somewhere. Rage videos of the prequels? Yes. What do you think of Snoke being basically swept under the rug? I hate it. I bypassed the compressor. By the way, I wouldn't recommend Star Wars Rebels. Like, every character has plot armor and nobody's allowed to die. Yeah, I keep getting backwards and forwards messages about seeing those things. You need to put a few microseconds of Jar Jar whenever you show Snoke. Everyone knows JJ ascended to Snokehood sometime between 3 to 4. I think I've played that, Kairos, actually. Do anything from the Star Wars video games? I did in my critique series, but nothing to prove a point.
Like, honestly, why the fuck is Han Solo not a part of the Republic or the Resistance? Why the fuck...
What can we use for that? Probably Empire. Gotta catch Han doing something alongside the rebels. No.
She expressed her true feelings for me.
What?
Passage. She expressed her true...
That is good enough, just because it's funny. And obviously Leia represents the Republic. But, yeah, they got a divorce, guys, didn't you know? They got a divorce.
Like, honestly, why the fuck is Han Solo not a part of the Republic or the Resistance? Why the fuck is...
Let's cut that a little bit closer.
Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone after only 30 years of saving the entire galaxy? Do you think we're gonna...
What can I do for the beginning of that? I know I can do for the end of it. We'll grab... the clip of him blowing up the base. Oh, see, I've already used it, because... This is informational, though. It's not a meme. We're allowed to reuse. Do you hate the prequels? No. I like the prequels. But I think they're dumb.
Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone after only 30 years of saving the entire galaxy? Do you think we're gonna forget World War II? 30 years of saving the entire galaxy. Do you think we're gonna forget 30 years of saving the entire galaxy? Do you think we're gonna forget... Do you think we're gonna forget World War II?
What can I put here?
Why the fuck is Han Solo... Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone after only 30 years of saving?
Maybe Yoda getting confused. Is there a character that gets confused very blatantly in this series of films? Character getting confused. I guess I'd have to go for Jar Jar. He's probably got a bunch of those. Is there... Well, you know the conversation they have up here? Is there a series of times where Jar Jar's just looking confused?
How much further?
We're going underwater, okay?
Blast us into oblivion.
Oh, Obi-Wan. Don't scare poor Jar Jar.
My friend might have been banished.
Ooh, I like that suggestion. Han shooting at Vader. Because it works because we're talking about Han as well. High five, internet person. Do you think we're going to get World War II? Well, more. You gotta think, there are Holocaust deniers out there, so apparently some people do forget. True, but as a society, as a whole, as a planet, it's not gonna happen, in the very least, you know. And don't you think, well, is denial and forgetting, they're two different things, right? Where am I going? Where's Bespin? There's Bespin. Okay. Oh, we already did the thing.
I'm sorry, too.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Oh, you so badass, Mr. Vader. You know, if Han instead of becoming a smuggler was helping trade routes to the public would have been better. He leaves to look for Ben and never returns because of shame of not finding him. I would have preferred that. It's funny though because of how Han, the mishandling of Han has been completely dwarfed by the mishandling of Luke. Han shrugs from Return of the Jedi when they trap the Imperial Ewoks. We've already got that clip, so I'm gonna try and find others.
Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone? Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone after only 30 years of saving the...
Good, dude.
Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone after only 30 years of saving the entire
galaxy, folks. Entire galaxy.
But we didn't need to see that. Like, honestly, why the fuck is Han Solo not a part of the Republic or the Resistance? Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone after only 30 years of saving the entire galaxy? Do you think we're gonna forget World War II even after... Do you think we're gonna forget...
I think we should go with the archives for this one. I feel like that makes the most sense. Oh, we got a shot of the lady being... Oh. Hey, Dexter Jetster, how you doing?
Doesn't show up on the archive chart.
If it's not in our archives, it does not exist.
It looks like the system you're searching.
Perhaps the archives are incomplete.
If an item does not exist...
God, that woman is so annoying. Why couldn't she have been Snoke? That would have been super interesting. If it's not in our archives, it does not exist. You could use footage of World War II when mentioning it. That's true. But I feel like we can achieve the same thing by limiting the... I try and make it all Star Wars themed so that we'll consistently have people recognize all of it, you know. You're not wrong. World War II should be the first turret Falcon scene versus the TIEs or Clone Wars battle. That's a good choice as well. I just like the meme of the archive woman.
Do you think we're gonna forget World War II even after 200 years? I don't think so. Do you think we're gonna forget World War II even after 200 years? I don't think so. Why the... I don't think so. What?
See, guys, I said I don't think so. It's possible.
I don't think so. What?
Yeah, we have to find a place for that at some other point. Have we got anything in our little bank here that I can use for? I don't think so. Not really. Oh wait, I know what's perfect for I don't think so. Is by here.
You're gonna die here, you know.
You're gonna die here, you know. He'll never inherit his grandfather's class. Absolutely right. You splooge. Snoke's name is stupid. It makes me think if somebody said Stoke, but they're holding their nose. A lot of people actually said that Snoke was a really dumb name. I never really thought about it myself.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Why the fuck does Han Solo...
Yeah, now you guys can probably get an idea of what the hell takes me so long. How long have I been streaming now? 50 minutes. And how much video have we actually created? It started... here. We've created 47 seconds of video. So you know when I make those 10-hour series, you can imagine how long it takes. You have a lovely singing voice. I don't remember singing. Lies. Lies and slander.
But we didn't need to see that. Like, honestly, why the fuck is Han Solo not a part of the Republic or the Resistance? Why the fuck is Han Solo barely remembered by anyone after only 30 years of saving the entire galaxy? Do you think we're gonna forget World War II?
Ooh, was that a bad frame? Yes. I don't like that. Go away.
Do you think we're gonna forget World War II even after 200 years? I don't think so. Why the fuck does Han Solo not seem to care about the fate of his family, assuming he even considers them that?
Yeah, why does he not seem to give a shit about anything?
Why the fuck does Han Solo not seem to care about the fate of his family, assuming he even considers them that? Why the fuck does Han Solo Why the fuck does Han Solo no longer care about the fate of the galaxy? Does he give a shit about the First Order?
Alright, we can grab the thing from A New Hope for that when he's talking to Luke. Come on, kid, we could use you in a fight. Is that here?
They could use a good pilot like you. You're turning your back on them. What good's the reward if you ain't around to use it?
Wait, I'm saying, like, why wouldn't he be supporting them? Do I need the end of this? Rather than the beginning? I've fried my brain. I don't want to go backwards.
You'll be alright.
Ooh. Goodness, a lot of things happen very quickly in this scene, don't they?
What?
What?
Look out!
Bum, bum, ba-na-na-num. Cyrax. That sounds too much like the Mortal Kombat character. Dark Sith, Sorcerer, Shadow Puppeteer of the First Order. The name Snoke sounds more like it belongs to a random alien in the cantina. I could agree with that. Leaving the rebellion. Oh, is that what I said?
Why the fuck does Han Solo no longer care about the fate of the galaxy?
Yeah, I think we'll put this... I think this works. Because this isn't just about helping Luke, right? This is the cause as well.
Why the fuck does Han Solo no longer care about the fate of the galaxy? Does he give a shit about the First Order? Taking over the world? Taking over...
That sounds a little bit off, but it's actually supposed to be like that. And I just decided that I was gonna eat it. I was gonna be like, yep. I'm keeping it like this.
Order? Taking over the world? Does anyone fuck...
Actually, let's get the really nice and close shouty face from Hux, shall we? Oh, he's looking nice and beautiful. No, 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 no. This will be the last day of the Republic.
Taking over the world? Does anyone fucking care? What? Does anyone fucking care? What the heck?
Yeah, we still can't. Does anyone fucking care? How's that for a we need a clip? There's gotta be something that works with that we haven't tried yet. Taking all suggestions. When he says family, show a scene of crying Kylo Ren. Wait, when does he say family? Did I say family? Oh wait, you're right. Yeah, I did say family. Who was that?
Assuming he even considers them that. Does Han Solo not seem to care about the fate of his family, assuming he even considers them that? I
mean, it's a bit of a mixed message if I actually put the scene where he's with Kylo when I say he doesn't care about him. I'm trying to talk about this scene, so I feel like it might come across as a bit weird. I feel sorry for the guy who plays Hux. I actually agree. Han shrugging? I mean, we've already used it, that's why I'd want to use something else. Though, that Han shrug was, pretty damn useful as a clip, isn't it?
How could he possibly not have heard of him? They then...
I still think that's a really good use. Padme looking around the Senate. Use a picture of Han shrugging for I don't think so. Use Jabba's little pet laughing for if anyone doesn't care. Ooh, that's a decent one.
Does anyone fucking care?
Yeah, alright. I feel like that's gonna work. Let's grab him. Alright, the pet laughs when he threatened... No, when they find Leia and Thingy, isn't it? Perfect. Yo, Bantha Poodoo. Wow, wow. Nice and weird, this thing. It's like, is he attached to Jabba? Or is he just sitting there? Oh wait, he does jump off him, doesn't he, at one point? I guess he is just sort of a pet. It's creepy. Nice and creepy.
Does anyone fucking care? What the Does anyone fucking care? What the hell is going on? We then have this utterly...
What the hell's going on? There's gotta be a million clips to match that one. Part of the first prequel film where the battle droids surround the door and that service droid walks out. That's actually a pretty good one as well. You know what? I'll grab the reaction just because we'll be able to put it in at some other point. It's surprising how much you can actually get out of these films. Like, you kind of don't realize it when you're watching them in terms of all the funny reactions that there are.
They must be dead by now. Destroy what's left of them.
I fucking love that line because it makes no sense. It's just like Plinkett said, it's like, just leave the doors closed. Why would you open them?
Oh, excuse me. Check it out.
The droid is evil. Don't trust it. Yeah, we'll use that at some point. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I've got a Game of Thrones reference later, but I had to. I said, where am I something? And then I was like, that's just a Game of Thrones thing. Doing the math, if we assume you take 50 minutes to make 50 seconds, you take 600 hours to edit your H-Bomber Guy response. I did it in 3 months, so if 600 hours fits into 3 months, which I... Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, that's... yeah. Luke chugging nasty milk. We gotta save those for the what the fucks. Does anyone fucking care? Apart from the first prequel film where the battle droids surround the door. During the celebration of the end of the Jedi, Han is hugging Leia. Oh, like for the family thing? Do you think that destruction of Luke Skywalker as a character and the idea of destroying the past is an actual agenda of Disney? Potentially. I mean, even if... I just think it's a bad idea on their part, you know? Maybe the end of A New Hope where the three all huddle up and congratulate one another. I love that little bit, and I feel like I used it too much in my critique series, so I'm going to try and save it as much as I can. When you address the TFA fanboys, show angry General Grievous. Use the Harrison Ford interview clip where he says, I don't care. I probably will look for that one. The service droid scene is a good, what the hell is going on? Service droid? Also, what have we got next?
What the hell is going on?
By service droid, you don't mean the torture droid in Jabba's palace, do you? Or... because that could actually work. You're probably talking about something completely different, but that's actually... I want to find it now. Creepy torture droid, where are you? There he is. Where's the thing getting tortured, though? Or, okay, we'll have this one. But I also like the droid falling apart, you know, Grievous's bodyguard. I really loved using that in my critique series. It works as a message. See, you know, that works too, actually. If I said, what the hell is going on, and I showed C-3PO looking back and forth.
This protocol droid
I'm taking both of these. I'm feeling greedy with clips today. God, this protocol droid might be useful. Take him to the smelting chambers. Do more Pneumondian? I don't even... I think you're talking about the weird slimy monster things that dress up Trade Federation dudes, right? That's probably what you're talking about. You need an editor to help. That's true, actually. Were you aware Billy D. Williams was supposed to reprise his role as Lando in Last Jedi and be the guy who helps Finn and Rose instead of the hacker? They threw that out for whatever reason. I mean, if it's true, that sucks, but not 100% sure if that is true. Have you ever used Grievous coughing as a clip? No, actually, but that sounds like something I should have done. Talking about the prequel scene, but the Jabba one works as well. The prequel scene with the service droid? I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. I'm trying to think of what you mean by that. Use the scene where the Jawa throws his hands up after the bad motivator blow up in New Hope. That's not familiar to me, and I don't know why. Gotta love gonk droids. The Star Wars soundtrack still sounds good at 3 times speed. Yeah, the reason I'm doing it like this is because I can't remember where we're looking for... Isn't it they go to buy the first droid and it blows up?
Real bargain. Uncle Owen, push on us.
Is that what you're looking for?
Push on us.
I could possibly use it. The droid falling apart is a wonderful analogy of what happened between episode 6 and 7. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go collect that clip too. Just for our backup, you know. Let's see if I can actually make this work. I feel like it happens too quickly.
What the hell is going on? We then have... What the hell is going on? We then have... What the hell is going on? We then...
I might be able to stretch it out, I guess. I want him to throw his hands up just, like, not at the end, preferably.
What the hell is going on? We then... What the hell is going...
Can we... If I screenshot the end, maybe we can make this work with a little bit of movie magic. One moment.
What the hell is going on? We then...
Oh, that totally freezes.
Going on. We... Going on. Going on.
Yeah, because this thing's moving in the background. Okay, that doesn't work. It's too distracting to the human eye. When you really rage against J.J. Abrams, how show Sebulba beating up poor Jar Jar. Does he beat him up? Oh wait, yeah, he does, doesn't he? He, like, tackles him or whatever. Another good scene to use is when Han says, "I got it," when he's hacking the door the shield generator and accidentally closes the second set of doors. Oops. You know what? We'll go grab that one. Because, ooh, that actually might work, yeah. I like the Jawa throwing up his hands, it's just difficult to work it in a way that seems natural, I guess. Which means I want something around this area. The doors close after this, don't they? No, it's before this.
Here, she's wounded.
Stay back.
The beginning of this scene. Hang on, let's make sure I haven't gone past it.
It's
Ah, there we go. That was actually a really good face. But again, I think we have the Jawa problem where it's like super short, so I gotta make it work a little better. Happy Mario Day. Since Disney's gonna milk Star Wars anyways, what do you think of a series about a crew of Imperial Star Destroyer? I'd watch it. I feel like they could make it interesting, but it does have the danger of being a bit boring, right? Like if it's just procedural and they're just like, Admiral, this is happening. Okay, go over there. And everyone falls asleep because it's terrible. We're trying to push on us from Uncle Owen is good to use at some point, even if not right now. Yeah? You can slow the Jawa scene so it lasts longer. I know, but I have a feeling it's going to kind of ruin it because it'll be in like noticeably slow-mo.
What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? We then have the...
Ooh, see, that works way better.
What the hell is going on? We then... What the hell is going...
Yeah, this works... Oh, this works so well that we're going to actually cut out the door closing at all. I figured it would have been better to have it there, but we do not have the time. I don't want to speed it up as well, because it's just going to look weird.
We then have the... What the hell is going on? We...
Oh, excellent.
Does them that? Why the fuck does Han Solo no longer care about the fate of the galaxy? Does he give a shit about the First Order? Taking over the world? Does anyone fucking care? What the hell is going on? We then have this utterly bizarre...
Seriously, excellent stuff, guys. Thank you very much for helping me with those bits there. The ATST getting squished would work as a massive my brain hurts kind of thing. I would agree with that. It's almost like we're getting to the point where I got too many clips to actually use. Gotta find places for all these guys. And the way it usually goes in my videos is that it's exposition, then commentary, and I think we're back to exposition again. You can tell because the bigger chunks are usually exposition, smaller ones are when we get to do funnies and stuff. Showing rage? How about any clip of Vader choking out a superior officer?
What the hell is going on?
We could do that for that, actually. Wish the new trilogy had started with R2 searching for Luke. One could pack a lot of emotion into that. True. We make a review of Infinity War. If Infinity War is really good, I will. If Infinity War is really bad, I will. If Infinity War is okay, then I probably won't, because it'd be kind of boring to watch, right? Because, you know, it's the rage videos, they're kind of like hyperbolic, so I can go, woo! But, I can't make a critique because I'm planning on doing a sort of extensive series on Marvel at one point, which, you know, I'll do it then, sort of thing.
We then have this utterly bizarre...
Alright, testicle scene. Let's go all the way over here.
We then have this utterly bizarre scene where Han Solo is boarded by two separate factions at the same time who claim that he has fucked up a smuggler, who claim that he has fucked up a smuggling job for both of them despite being paid, which leads to a slapstick scene of
You know, I do like the exposition scenes just because of the fact that it gets me through these videos a lot faster when I have these moments. Which is nice. Yeah, we need to get to the release of the Rathtars. Which would be there-ish?
Which leads to a slapstick scene of giant cartoon testicles chasing everyone until... Which leads to a slapstick scene of giant cartoon testicles chasing everyone until our heroes escape. I wish this was far from the truth, but it...
Alright, so how much video do I actually have completed here? I mean, how can I say complete without saying complete, you know? So Bulba punching is pod racer can be used if you don't see my above comments. I may have missed some of them. TV show around the 501st, I would watch that in an instant. How long did it take you to make the video on Black Panther? 1 week. Scripting, obviously recording, editing. It took a while, and obviously it's just whenever I have free time, pretty much. When and if you mention The Last Jedi, show Anakin having nightmares. This video is mostly assuming The Last Jedi doesn't exist. It's sort of an in-joke within the video as well. The Rathtar sequence, I argue, could have been cut from the movie. Is absolutely pointless, though I will give it credit. It's better than Canto Bight. I agree with that as well.
I wish this was far from the truth, but it isn't.
Alright, do we have any clips that match that?
Planet hours ago.
No.
Walker, thanks to people to Luke fucking Sky.
Oh.
His life.
Ooh, that might work.
I wish this was far from the truth, but it isn't. What? I wish this was far from the truth, but it isn't. What?
I think that works. Get rid of the ends because they're a bit badly cut. Wait, really? How far does that go? Alright, we gotta make sure this lines up. So,
I wish this was far from the truth, but it isn't. What the hell are the odds that these two factions of I wish this was far from the truth, but it isn't. What the...
Yeah, okay. Simple as that. How about Vader throwing a rebel scum? Can we get the Old Republic show, maybe the Mandalore War? As if we could all choose, right? As if we could just sit here and be like, you know what? I want to see this. Just not gonna happen. So being reckless isn't a flaw? When it comes to the flaws, you know, a lot of people argue stuff like Finn convinced Rey that he was a stormtrooper, that he was resistance when he wasn't. So it's clearly a flaw on her part to not see through his lies or something. It's like that's not really it's like she's too virtuous are her flaws, you know. So it doesn't really come across to me as a flaw. It's more of a, wow, yeah, so she trusted someone. What a fool. Because you could argue, like, naivete, as they say. But stuff like that, I just get thrown for a bit. I'm like, really?
I wish this was far from the truth, but it isn't. What the hell are the odds that these two factions of antagonists would just show up to Han's ship a few minutes after Han showed up to Rey's ship a few minutes...
Oh god, this is going to take some editing. Okay, so the first one we need is...
What the hell are the odds that...
Ooh. What the hell are the odds? Does this work for that?
That leads people to Luke fucking Sky.
Oh man, I wish we had more of the Jawa there. Because I feel like if we extend this, it's just going to end up looking horrible.
To Rey's life a few minutes after Rey showed up to the tennis ball that leads people to Luke.
I love you, Jawa. I'll get you in the movie at some point. What's the first line?
What the hell are the odds?
What the hell are the odds? I don't think any of these work. I gotta find something else. We could have confused Jar Jar for that one. Or if he still clips the most celebrated TV special, the Star Wars Holiday Special. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to cover that at some point. I feel like it would be rude if I didn't. If you ever mention feminism, show Leia killing Jabba. That, you know, that was quite a female power move.
What the hell are the odds that the...
What the hell are the odds? Oh, maybe we could have Never Tell Me the Odds. That could work, right? Don't tell me the odds for the first line. C-3PO telling the odds. Oh yeah, looks like... Yeah, okay. Now the question is, can I find... What is the scene he does that? Is it when they pop out of the asteroid? I feel like that's when it is.
Which is the...
Orn Leia. Ooh.
Lando conned somebody out of it.
Oh, is it when they initially hide? That could be it. Like, hide on the Star Destroyer, I mean. Where be that clip? Oh. It's not my fault.
Hit on the backwater and we're done for. Turn her around. I said turn her around.
No. How long does Red Letter Media have? They're getting old and haven't got anything else except YouTube lined up. What do you mean by how long do they have? Like, they're not gonna get kicked off YouTube, and they're relatively young, right? They're not gonna die or anything. You could have Ooh, Qui-Gon rolling the dice. That's another one as well. We do a review of Rebels or Clone Wars? Unlikely. I feel like I'm not the right guy to do that. No. Hey Guy, welcome and thanks for making YouTube a more fun place for your reviews. Thank you, Ramen Rabathale? Appreciate it. Isn't the odds thing here right here? Why do I feel like it's not?
Track them.
Track them. Oh, really? Wow, okay. I didn't realize that that's how that scene goes. I thought we cut to, oh gosh, why did Vegas suddenly get so laggy? Ugh. Is this because of the device preferences? If you change this, it usually solves a lot of my problems. Looks like it solved it. Right, Yoda does the thing, and then... Did I just skip past it? Oh yeah.
Gone too far. No, I will not be quiet, Chewbacca. Why doesn't anyone listen to me?
Fleet's beginning to break up.
I feel like I've got the wrong scene here. The odd scene is when he's going through the asteroids. Oh. Right before the Falcon enters the asteroid field because it's C-3PO telling Han. Okay. So that's like all the way back here-ish then. Potentially earlier. Let's have a look. No.
Here. Chew.
Yeah, sorry this is taking a while. I just can't remember the scenes in order.
Said you want to be around when I made a mistake.
Longer.
You can argue with that.
Pulverized.
You guys did say when it first enters it, right? Will you ever do a video series on Captain America Civil War? Yes, to both of those. I plan on doing a video on it relatively soon, and then a series on it like way down the way down the line. All right.
The light speed.
But sir!
They're getting close.
But sir!
I'm assuming we're close to it. I'm just trying to find the actual line.
Watch this.
Damaged. It's impossible to go to light speed.
We're in trouble.
I've got to be close here.
You don't have to do this to impress me.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Finally! It took way too long.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah, my brain's kind of useless on that one because it's like, it's when they're in the Falcon, in space, in Empire Strikes Back, and it's like, yes, brain, but man. I don't know what's going on in chat. I'm just gonna happily smile and wave. What about characterizations?
What the hell are the odds that these two... What the hell are the odds that these two...
Oof. Vegas, you okay, buddy? You seem to be lagging on me.
What the hell are the odds that the... What the hell are the odds that the... What the hell are the odds that these two facts...
Right, there we go. See how long that took? That's embarrassing, because that's like, you know, 3 seconds of clip in exchange for like 10 minutes. Well, is that the thumbnail, Ray's mouth? No, that's for a joke later on. It's not even Ray's mouth. That's the awkward thing. someone else's, but the thumbnail's probably going to be somebody screaming, because that seems to be the consistency now for my Rage videos, but who should it be? I reckon it should be Han, because Force Awakens is probably more insulting to him than anyone. Could be Luke. I don't know who would be the best, but you know, we'll do something. Thank you, Lazaro. Show us everything you got so far. Oh no, sir. Oh no. That'll be for the release. It'll be for the wonderful release. Repeat from earlier. Do you have Harmy's version of the original? I think it was the original Star Wars, and I think it's called Harmy's version. I've got as close to the originals as I can get, but probably not that.
What the hell are the odds that these two factions of antagonists would...
That's actually not the clip I want. I want this one.
That these two factions of antagonists would just show up to Han's ship, a few minutes after.
Tell that to Kanja Club. Almost like, who the fuck is Kanja Club and what? What's happening? So they
hours ago. Holy fuck! And that was.
Ooh. Where's Kanja Club? He's in here somewhere, right? Oh, he's not introduced yet, is he? Doratia Solo. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, Vegas is lagging on me. Everything's going much slower. I had a fear this would happen after a certain amount of time streaming. And I was only planning on doing this for an hour anyway, because I need to go to sleep, but I feel like we've made some progress, don't you guys feel the same way? Could be Kylo cutting up the panel, not much more rage than the Force Awakens. Oh yeah, but I need like a face, you know? I love your work, Mole, keep it up, man. Thank you, Fair Couch Potato. Yeah, Kylo destroying the panel or the interrogation chair. Faces, guys, faces. Oh wait, is that for the next thing I'm trying to do? Is that what you guys are trying to find it for?
What the hell are the odds that these two factions of antagonists would just show up to Han's ship a few minutes after Han showed up to Rey's ship?
We've got the clip for that around you somewhere. Is that it? Nope. Is that it? Nope.
Our heroes happen to bump it.
That's the one. Could be Kylo yelling traitor. That could work. But whose face do you reckon it should be? Like, who'd be the most suitable?
Han showed up to Rey's.
Less so about the scream, more so about the character that should be most angriest about this film. If that makes any sense. Star Wars parody dubs, if you haven't, they're hilarious. I don't think I have. Do you think The Last Jedi should have been a time skip? Yeah. I would say that would be a good idea, to be honest. Looking forward to this. Help me, Molly, on my only hope. Looking forward to this stream. Weird, dude.
Han showed up to Rey's ship a few minutes after Finn and Rey escape the.
Finn and Reyes? So Finn and Rey
escape the First Order of.
What's a good quick clip to show that exactly? They get a little clip of them flying away. I suppose we can use that. If you weren't lagging so much there, Vegas, I would actually be able to choose these clips with a little bit more ease, but you know. It might be evidence that I need to stop streaming soon. Which, you know, I'm sorry, but sometimes you just gotta stop the stream, you know? It's the mature thing to do. Running to the Falcon, yeah. Would you store all the data for these videos? Do you have a separate hard drive? Yes. Where all my films go. I like movies. I watch too many of them. It's a problem I have. But it means I can make YouTube videos, so you know, that always works.
Finn and Rey escape the First Order a few minutes after Finn showed up to Rey. Finn showed up to Rey's life.
Finn. Yeah, I don't want to stop right now just because I keep having clips where I'm like, I know what I can use there. I know what I can use there. And it's like, no, stop. Finn showing up to Rey's life would just be when he was watching her getting beaten up. That seems to be the best thing to do here. That should do it. Your RAM might be clogging up. That's actually a good point. Why don't I have a look? Only at 50%. The RAM, I mean. It's 11 gig out of my... And nothing's spiking too hugely. Take that, that should be good enough. Needs more Joseph Anderson. Hey Lionel, how you doing, man? Let's get this right in. Enough Huck's face. We don't want to see Huck's face.
Finn showed up to Rey's life a few minutes after Rey showed up to the Rey showed up to the tennis ball that leads.
Again, I know exactly what we need for that one. Here. There we go.
Where do you come from? Where do you come from?
Be quiet, droid. Hey, just joined the stream. Have you discussed how in the original script Poe was supposed to die in the crash, then JJ brought him back on a whim because he liked him? Yes, and it's a part of why a lot of it doesn't make sense in terms of Poe's journey. And I do have my perspective on that.
Rey showed up to the tennis ball that leads people to Luke fucking Skywalker thanks to be...
Probably change the clip for
Rey showed up to the tennis ball that leads people to Luke fucking Sky... Rey showed up to Luke fucking Sky... Fucking Luke to Luke to Luke...
That's good, right? Yeah. So, Luke fucking Skywalker. What can I have for that? I think of... Oh, I know. Angry Luke. When he's attacking Vader. Perfect. Let's just figure out where here it is. Nope, before that. Ooh, slightly before that. Slightly before that. Slightly before that. Nope. 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 Oh, that's about it.
He will.
If you will not turn, then perhaps she will.
Oh, Vader, you naughty, naughty bastard. What have I missed? Joseph Anderson reviewed Star Wars. He'd probably say Star Wars isn't a horror movie. It's not scary. I love that I have my own memes on my channel now. It's fantastic. I would have Poe survive and go along with the group. Heck, Poe should have piloted the Falcon because, yeah, I think the film makes much more sense if we just keep Poe alive in that crash. I agree with you. Oh, when Luke turns around at the end of TFA. Yeah, we could do that as well. Catching his green saber, that would also work. Comparison of OPM and Deadpool movie, I really enjoy his work. I love his video on One Punch Man. I think it's amazing. Though I've actually talked to him in private. He's wrong about Civil War. He's wrong. He's just as wrong as Wolf is about Ragnarok. They both will not see the light on Marvel because there's too much Marvel hate in this world. And I will correct that wrong when I finally start reviewing those films.
The Luke fucking Skywalker
Get the green going there.
The Luke fucking Skywalker thanks to being abandoned by...
Alright, we'll just cut it out as soon as it clips to Vader, because I want that to look good.
Skywalker thanks to being a...
Stretch you out. How's that look?
The Luke fucking Skywalker thanks to being abandoned by Poe
that's gonna be like a really early clip of the film. When does Poe give him his thingamajiggles? Around about here-ish?
Very hard to understand you all.
Before that. Yeah. God, this stuff takes ages. Coming up to an hour and a half. He puts it in the thingy.
You get as far away.
It'll be all right.
BB-8 does not believe you. Yeah, that'll do. Just joined. The fuck is you? The fuck is this? You're editing? Yes. I decided to see how it would go, and it's been very useful. You guys know what clips to use if ever my brain fails me. So I might do this again sometime. Make it secret streams for all of those who are up too late. There's too much Marvel hate in this world, Mauler 2018. I stand by that statement. You also missed the point of the WD... the Rogue One review? Missed the point of... Why am I struggling with TWD? The point of... I'm sure that'll be explained in a moment. If you ever mentioned diversity, then show Jango Fett unmasked as Mace Windu holding his lightsaber towards his throat. Why is that diversity? For 2 hours of editing, how much video do we have so far? Let's find out. Is this what I want?
Thanks to being abandoned by Poe randomly on the planet hours ago. Randomly?
I guess he is kind of randomly.
Randomly on the planet hours ago. Holy fuck, and that...
The Walking Dead. Ah, there you go. You missed the point of The Walking Dead episode 4 in his Rogue One review. I've not played it, so I wouldn't know. That's my answer for that one. Video about favorite movie villains and why? Don't tempt me, dude. I've got like this thing against top 10 sort of thing, but I do kind of want to make them. I just got to title them correctly, right? Like Mauler's top 10, because as long as I make it clear that it's not actually these are the best ones, like everyone who's obnoxious does, then I should be right. A review or an unabridged rage, unbridled rage, yes.
Thanks to being abandoned by Poe randomly.
Alright, how much footage have we got of him before it? I want to make this as long as we got.
Thanks to being abandoned by Poe randomly on the planet hours ago. Randomly.
I don't know what visual I could have that would be better representative of that instead of just letting it play. Maybe, hang on, maybe if we do it like this.
Thanks to being abandoned by Poe randomly on the planet hours ago. Holy fuck, and that was all in what? Holy fuck.
I actually like the idea of BB-8 rolling away when I say holy fuck.
Fuck, and that was...
How does this look? That might be too long, actually. No, wait, that's 5 seconds? Wow, I've been really fucking limiting myself. I didn't even realize. That's a good thing, by the way. It just means I won't be caught by copyright stuff. Usually. I don't know. It probably still would happen. It's diversity because it's two colored guys. Oh, I get it. Neither Jango nor Mace Windu are white. That's... yeah. It flew right over my face with that one. Thoughts on the Force Unleashed story, and have you played it? I like it. I haven't played it in a while, though. Wolf is the one you should go to for that one. He adores it, as far as I know. The most awful part of Star Wars... Can I say The Last Jedi? Or are you referring to the first Star Wars episode with that? Marvel's about the good guys stopping hate. How ironic that haters want to snuff out the good. Are you referencing a certain... I hate everything with that comment. Videos about TV series. Also, have you ever seen Farscape? Yes, and I really like Farscape, as silly as it is. And I do want to do videos on TV series eventually.
Thanks to being abandoned by Poe randomly on the planet hours ago. Holy fuck, and that was all in what, 10 minutes?
What's a good visual for that? And that was all in what, 10 minutes? No.
This shit, it's happening when the First Order...
Ooh, that might work. Let's see if we can get him working in there. He's a funnier character than we've had before.
And that was all in what, 10 minutes? The word... And that was all in what, 10 minutes?
Damn, he's just too short.
And that was all in what, 10 minutes?
Alright, we'll try and lengthen it a bit. Work with me, Jawa.
And that was all in what, 10 minutes? The word is...
See, that's just a little bit slower than I'd like it to be, but we could risk this one. What do you reckon, guys? Does this work? Will you not delete this stream for me? It wouldn't be public, though, this stream. I guess if you wanted, like, a link to it, I could give it to you. Also, what about Phasma's whole character being created because they wanted to make the costume from a concept sketch of Kylo, not for any story reason? That gives you an idea of why it's so poopy, right? In terms of, you know, the film's quality.
And that was all in what, 10 minutes? The word is...
I like it. I think it does work. Yeah, I love the Jawa. I assume the first TV series that you'll do will be Buffy. I don't really want to do a thing on Buffy that's not going to be nice and short, because there's a guy I follow on YouTube who's just tackling the entire show bit by bit, and I think he's doing a way better job than I ever will. Well, a favorite Marvel movie? Civil War. Civil War is hands down a film that I could talk about why it's so awesome for a long time, and everybody who doesn't like it is obviously an evil person.
And that was all in what, 10 minutes?
I wish this just went on for like a second extra. Seeing this Jawa getting all pissed, you know? But I think that works. Let's get an extra clip to see how it flows.
The word is convenience, and...
The word is convenience. It'd be like having a character pointing, I guess. Pointing. I've used a lot of pointing. Yoda does a bit of pointing, actually. Oh no. Well, we can use Yoda laughing. When he first meets Luke. Because when you say the word is convenience and he's laughing, it kind of implies what I'm saying. It's like, what the fuck? Why is Civil War so awesome? I feel like I'll do it a disservice if I try and sum it up. I'll be making a video on it. Within 2 months is my promise, alright? I gotta do these first, though. Oh, there we go.
Like we're being watched. Right.
I would say.
He does another laugh, right? I remember Yoda having a longer laugh than that. Thoughts on Firefly? I really like Firefly. Maybe the scene right after Qui-Gon fights Maul for the first time when he jumps and Maul looks up. Just for 10 minutes. Ooh, that could work as well. Alright, well, let's have a look at that first. Wait, did I have one for 10 minutes yet? Sorry, my brain is cheese at this point.
And that was all in what, 10?
Oh, this is the thing we got for 10 minutes. I'll still grab the reaction from Darth Maul, though. If I can find it. Oh. That should be about it. You talking about that reaction? Or are you talking about a different one? I mean, I'm gonna keep this one anyway, because there's probably something I can do with it. Come on. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize there was this many. Poor Darth Maul, taken from us well before your time. Well before your time, sir. If you're gonna make this a common thing, you might need to have a limit to what you can edit, like 2 minutes of video per stream. I'm probably gonna go to 2 hours. It's only another 20 minutes, I figure that'd be a nice way to round it off. We'll edit the entire video in front of us. I wouldn't mind doing that. You know, it's all a fun process, right? And if you didn't want it spoiled, you could obviously just not watch the stream, I guess. That would be the easy way out.
The word is convenience, and
that actually works. I'm talking about Qui-Gon and Maul in the sand earlier in the movie when Qui-Gon jumps on the ship. Alright. Anakin. Duck. Oh, this is right by here, actually. Does he have a facial reaction to that? Oop. Are we looking for a facial reaction? What's your favorite Western? Unforgiven is probably my favorite. I adore that film, it's so awesome. But there's a couple of other ones. My dad showed me loads of Western films. But, I'm not sure about favorites. I like a lot of them. Oh my. You talking about when he sends his droid, maybe? So my clipping job begins. Yeah, I could probably use that for something. Just when he's like getting, maybe receiving information if I ever say something like that. Darth Maul just does not look happy ever, does he? Very much a pissed character. He doesn't like anybody. I think as the ship flies away. All he does is just close off the lightsaber though, right? He doesn't actually do a facial expression. I'll have another Luke. Yeah. Is your channel name Mauler because of Darth Maul? Yes, actually. I was originally called Sith Lord. That was my online name. And that was like when I was super young. And then when I saw a bunch of people with that name online anyway, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to change it. And so I made it Darth Mauler because I really like Darth Maul. And then I was like, that sounds too stupid. I'm gonna cut it down to Mauler. And that is the history of my name on YouTube. For that 10 minutes Jawa part, you could put some text above the Jawa to make it seem like he's talking in your stead.
What, 10 minutes?
Or do you mean like put 10 minutes per there? I feel like it's clear enough.
What, 10 minutes? The word is convenient. The word...
Seems like a flash frame. Am I seeing things here? Oh, that's fine.
And that was all in what, 10 minutes? The word is convenience, and by gum we're receiving tons of it. Also,
how bad is that?
Tons of it. Also,
if I extend his death scene to here.
The word is convenience, and by gum we're receiving tons of it. Also, we had
I think that works. I don't know what you guys reckon about that. Alright, how much did we actually get done now? It's when Rey's looking shocked.
They then are... What the fuck are you talking?
We've done 1 minute and 45 seconds. Not bad, folks. Not bad. We've got an extra 20 minutes. Let's see if we can get that 15 seconds done.
Also, we had Han Solo fuck up payments back in the day because he decided to help the cause instead, but now he's just...
So... I know what we need for that one. It's them talking. I need him stacking his money, basically.
Against? They could use a good...
Worse. Pretty good in a fight. Could use you.
You got your reward and you're just leaving then?
Oh,
That's right.
perfect. You got your reward and you're just leaving then? Also, hey defrosted robot, how you doing, man? Wait, did I say by gum? I don't know, if you'll make it funnier if you sync the text with your voice. Yeah, no, it could. I'm not sure if I want to put text on the screen, so I don't want it to flash by, and then people are like, wait, what was that? You know?
Also, we had Han Solo fuck up payments back in the day because he decided to help the cause instead, but now he's just old and
Alright, old and confused will just be when he's pointing his finger going, what was the second time? This poor Han isn't the guy he used to be. Right. Where's the clip of Kanji Club entering the place? I'm pretty sure I had that, right? Tell that to Kanji Club. What even is that as a name? Kanji Club. It sounds more like a club. Am I weird for thinking that? Where are you? Just go find it. I don't know why I can't find it here.
factions at the same time who claim that he has fucked up a smuggling job for both.
Wait, is that? That's a decent chunk of frames I don't like there. I guess we'll keep them. It's not that bad. Where are you, Kanji Club? Mole got more screen time than Phasma. That's true. Japanese Club? Kanji Club is where all the weebs hang out. Tell that to Kinji Club. Mole and Grievous equal wasted villains. Yeah, I would agree with that. A lot of people talk about the you know, the extra stuff. It's just like, but why couldn't they have been cool in the films? Was that too much to ask?
What was the second time?
Well, there we go. That's actually the clip I was looking for. I just knew that he did it after Kanji Club enters the room. What was the second time?
But now he's just old and confused.
Hey!
How's that for a line delivery?
Instead, but now he's just old and confused.
Hey!
And so now we have Scottish loan sharks complete.
Ooh, we might be able to make it 15 seconds really easily here. Scottish loan sharks.
And so now we have Scottish loan sharks complete with an army of
Like, I know these are probably dudes, but they like have the weird dubstep voices like fucking the Japanese dudes do as well. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Like, we don't know who these people are, what they want, whatever. Han Solo owes them money, I guess. Han Solo, you're a dead man.
And so now we have Scottish loan sharks complete with an army of robots. I don't know. And all of this shit, it's happening. And
let's get it to. Oh wait, hang on.
I don't know. And bots. I don't know. And
all right, sounding really confused. So, have we got any confusion clips here? I need to make some more space. Moving on up. Not confused. He's looking at something. He's dying. He's not really confused about anything. That's more violence.
Interesting. I personally can't wait to get more on that.
Scottish loan sharks fish from the middle of Naboo. God, this looks so frustrating but satisfying at the same time. I mean, the rough part is finding all the clips, but then when you see it completed, it's like really satisfying. I guess that's probably what you're getting at. Gotta go. Promise to use Sebulba punching his ship somewhere. That might be useful here.
I don't know. And
let's see if we can make that actually fit in. But Sebulba punching his thing is like right back here, right? Oh my, that's gonna be very loud. Oh wait, he does it that far away? Wow. I feel like that's not going to be clear for anybody who's not on full screen when watching this video. Poor Sebulba saying Puju. Confused Yoda? Wait, when is Confused Yoda?
I don't know. And all of this shit, it's happening when the First Order should be right outside.
Han looking confused after Leia tells him Luke is her brother.
I don't know. And all of this shit, it's happening when the First Order should be right outside.
We'll use that for there, actually. I think that'll work. That's at the end of Return of the Jedi, isn't it? If you want to be with him, I won't get in the way.
It's not like that at all. He's my brother.
One of the best reactions in the entire saga. I can't change the laws of physics. I've not even seen Star Trek, but that's Scotty that says that, right? What do you think of pod racing? I think it's pretty cool. I like the scene too. I think it's pretty neat. One of the good things about the prequels. Your American accents are amazing. You're going to use the Charlie Office meme in this Force Awakens video. If it comes up, right? Because if as many people are making up theories, I'll probably have to mention it, right? Because of the whole theory crafting element of the Force Awakens. Let's see then.
And all of this shit, it's happening when the First Order should be right outside. Right outside. This is so fucked. There's a whole...
Ooh. This is so fucked. Should we use the dismantling robot from General Grievous' ship for that? I feel like we need to involve him. You know, he's gotten this far. Oh, not there.
Flying half.
Not there. Not there. This is what I was looking for. Did anybody else not like the fact that they made the droid voices silly in the third film? In the first film, they're like, Roger, 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 Roger. And then in the next one, they're like, meow. It's weird. They have more feelings in the third one, apparently. I suppose all the droids have emotions in Star Wars. It's kind of like a consistent thing. And it's what makes us like them so much. Nails the Yank accent. Go check out some Star Trek, man. I have been told to do it. Isn't it odd that Han would dive into a snowstorm for his best friend, but pushes out when he has to be there for his son and New Empire is Rising? Yeah. 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 What are you gonna do, I guess?
This is so fucked. There's a whole...
See, I think that's perfect.
This is so fucked. There's a...
It's like he's saying that about himself. Please also use the ship of Chewie facepalming and freaking out in the Falcon. That's already in there. I think it's like here-ish. So, it shall be seen. The droid voices in Republic Commando were great. Fucking hated the droid voices. I thought they were okay, you know, in the first films, but then they made them like super high-pitched and silly. Definitely got a lot more emotion in the Clone Wars where they were used for more comedy. Yeah. Roger, Roger. I think the droids in Star Wars are borderline sentient, if not completely so. Yeah, I don't think they really talk about it, but I'm pretty sure most of them actually do, like, have emotions.
Right outside. This is...
Alright, I know what I'm getting for that, because I need actual, like, not proof, but, you know, more than just saying it, sort of thing. Which would be this scene.
Right outside. This is so fucked. Right outside.
Beautiful. See how this flows, shall we?
The day because he decided to help the cause instead, but now he's just old and confused.
Hey!
And so now we have Scottish loan sharks complete with an army of robots? I don't know. And all of this shit, it's happening when the First Order should be right outside. This is so fucked. There's...
You know, it looked off there because all of it was lagging behind it, so just trust that it'll look better when I check it when I'm not streaming, just because it won't be lagging, but let's see if I've made it to the 2 minutes then. I guess. Keep getting lost. That's where it starts. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. I did it. We made... Jesus, that's actually 2 minutes. I feel like it's more than that, but there we are. Got all those clips in line, and it only took nearly 2 hours. That's the level of productivity I get when making my videos. Maybe that'll help explain why these things take so long. Do anything about Warhammer 2040k? I'm afraid I do not. Close your mouth. Stop flaring your nostrils. I can't remember the day, but if you've seen the edits of the prequels that were translated from English to Chinese and back, it's hilarious. I've been recommended them, and I've seen like one YouTube video of it, but not totally. Anyway, I'm probably going to stop my stream there, so thank you guys for hanging out. As I said, I'm going to do this over the next few days. I've got loads of gaps to fill in here. Render it up, test it out, finish it all up, and then release it on hopefully Friday the 16th. So that is just 5 days from now. I'm going to have to hurry with this. But of course, not hurry too much, because then we may lose quality. We can't have that. So anyway, thank you all for keeping me company and giving me help on those clips. I'll probably do this again, because it's been pretty fun, to be honest. And you know, it's actually making my work even better because you guys are coming up with clip ideas that not even I was getting. So yeah, maybe see you in a couple of days, maybe tomorrow if I'm feeling it, you know, why not? But yes, goodbye folks, and I will see you next time.